His son, Himanshu, who has just come back from Canada, is preparing for his MBA. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends, let me hear the loudest applaud of the day for my friend who I have introduced to you today, the incoming president, the president of the year 2011-12, Mr. Rohit Mehta.
Change is inevitable. Change is always a challenge, but change is challenge and challenge is life too. May I request Dr. Ajay Bhattacharya to lead the new president, Shri Rohit Mehta, to his privileged chair.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ajay Bhattacharya and Shri Rohit Bhai Mehta. હવેની લીડરશિપ જેમના સલામત હાથોમાં અને સક્ષમ ખભા ઉપર છે એવા ઊંડા અભ્યાસુ, અદ્ભુત વક્તા અને સુંદર પબ્લિક રિલેશન એ જેમના પર્યાય છે તેવા મોસ્ટ ડેડિકેટેડ ડાયનેમિક લીડર our president Mr. Rohit Mehta ને પ્રમુખ તરીકેના તેમના ઉદ્બોધન માટે વિનંતી કરું છું. સોરી, એ પહેલા ડોક્ટર અજય ભટ્ટાચાર્યજીને વિનંતી કરું કે તેઓ ઇનકમિંગ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ રોહિત મહેતાનું પુષ્પગુચ્છ વડે સ્વાગત કરે.
Respected guests of honor, Narottam Bhai Patel, Honorable Minister for Panchayat, Rural Housing, Rural Development, Food and Civil Supplies in the Government of Gujarat, respected Rajendra Bhai Desai, the first citizen of Surat and the Honorable Mayor of Surat, our very special international guests, His Excellency Mr. Tamon Moshida, the Consul General of Japan, His Excellency Mr. Gannett Tezom, the Consul General of Ethiopia. For the very first time, let me address my immediate past president of the chamber, Dr. Ajay Bhattacharya, my colleagues in the managing committee on the dais, respected past presidents of the chamber, giants from the corporate world, leaders from the industry, trade and profession, members of the chamber, friends from the press and media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me tell you, I am privileged to be speaking to this august gathering and to such a distinguished dais. On behalf of the Southern Gujarat Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I welcome you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here in front of you, a happy man, proud of the fact that I have been given the responsibility of leading one of the most active chambers of India. The chamber, which was almost 40 years ago, led by my grandfather, late Shri Sanmukhlal Girdarlal Mehta. The chamber that represents the area which has recorded an average growth of over 11.5% continuously for the last 8 years. The area which is a seat of such powerful industries like diamonds, textiles, chemicals, pharmaceuticals, jari and agriculture. Not to forget it being the home of the corporate giants located at Hazira. And finally, the area with zero unemployment and the highest average income per family in India. I am conscious of the fact that this is a huge responsibility. SGCCI has had a glorious past, but I take this responsibility with a sense of commitment and assure you all, with the strength of and support of my team and the blessings of my past presidents and elders, I will strive to build upon this glory. My primary goal this year is to expose our businesses to global opportunities. We have to challenge our inhibitions and shed our fears. We have done all the hard work. Now it's time the world knows about Surat and South Gujarat. My goal is Surat International. I appeal to the people of Surat and South Gujarat to step out of their local areas of activity and explore the world. SGCCI will be fortunate to be a facilitator in this happening. SGCCI itself aims at becoming a global player. This is because more than giving advice, we would like to grow, lead and show the way. True to this, SGCCI will be stepping out of the boundaries of its South Gujarat region to do activities in other cities and even abroad. The presence of two very important guests in this function and my very, very good friends, His Excellency Mr. Tamon Moshida, who is the Consul General of Japan, and His Excellency Mr. Janet Tezum, who is the Consul General of Ethiopia, is a testimony of our efforts to go global. We have also been successful in getting the support of JETRO of Japan, KOTRA of Korea, and ITPC of Indonesia for our mega industrial exhibitions Udyog 2012 being organized in January 2012. I am sure our coming together will help in a big way in promoting global prosperity. I will be inviting many more friends from the international community to Surat in my efforts to integrate Surat and South Gujarat and its economy with the outer world. I welcome our members, businessmen and interested and entrepreneurs to participate in our global initiatives and benefit from them. These initiatives will help to develop our global reach, which will help us to grab the best opportunities whenever and wherever they arise. If we do not encash these opportunities now, we have only ourselves to blame. Companies and businesses have to expand into international markets to achieve economies of scale and scope in order to maintain or develop their competitive advantage. Yes, indeed, the business world has been reduced into a global village. The other very important focus areas this year will be understanding the problems and issues faced by the industry and representing at the appropriate levels in the central and state governments. Fortunately, we have very good relations at both places. I am confident with the strong representations and continuous follow-up, we will be able to achieve the desired results. Some time back, I took up the exercise of meeting some of the leading business persons and industrialists in this city in their office. They gave me very good ideas of what they think about the chamber, its role, and helped me to understand their expectations. This will guide me throughout the year in discharging my duties. One very important point that was touched upon during these meetings was the over-dependence of Surat on two important and backbone industries of Surat, that is diamonds and textiles. While the chamber should and will play a very important role in ensuring the growth of these industries, it is also important that the chamber initiates the process of identifying a third and fourth and fifth parallel industry which will help the people of South Gujarat to diversify and use their entrepreneurial skills and resources to create more wealth and prosperity. Also for this, the chamber will have to be developed into a center for data and information and to provide guidance. This is a long process and will not happen overnight. However, seeds sown today will only bear fruits for the future generation to enjoy. While we are boasting of our strengths in manufacturing and about Surat being a base of micro, small and medium enterprises, the most immediate challenge we are facing is the shortage of skilled manpower, workers and labor. The diamond and textile industries are struggling because of this shortage, and the pressure will only increase in the coming days. Even if we manage to solve this problem, with the influx of manpower, the increase in industrialization and the resultant growth will put tremendous pressure on the city's infrastructure. We need to be proactive in dealing with this. This is one more reason for industries to seriously consider the options of technology, modernization, and automation. In any case, we will strongly put forward the requirements of this region to the central and state government in terms of its due share to get for us the right type of infrastructure. I'm sure you are aware of what I'm talking about. Our chamber is 70 years old. With this long existence, the chamber has evolved and grown into a very dynamic and respected organization. But along with this growth, there have crept in a few issues which need to be addressed. I am sensitive to these very urgent needs that have arisen. We have to put systems in place. We have to tighten the nuts and bolts to stop the rattling so as to prevent the wear and tear. The role of the chamber is very important, and of late it is under the scanner. Should the chamber do more of programs? Should the chamber involve in organizing of more of exhibitions? Should the chamber be more sensitive to the demands of the community? Or should the chamber concentrate only on industry problem representations? I believe there is not one copybook answer to these questions, but we need to do some very deep thinking. Yes, my dear friends, our organization needs restructuring and reorganizing. I promise you, friends, that I will make a serious effort to introduce the necessary changes this year. I do not say I wish to do a lot of things, but whatever I do, I will try to do in the most emphatic and decisive manner. I welcome my managing committee, my friends, and all my well-wishers, my respected elders and leaders of the industry, and my friends from the press and media to audit my declarations and guide me whenever they think I am off course. My parents, Dr. Shashikant S. Mehta and Charulata S. Mehta, and my wife, Chaya, and son Himanshu, have stood rock solid behind me in my over 24 years of public life and 19